Okay, I'm live. Yay. All right. Yay, yay, yay. I'll let a few folks hop on. Hi, my name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. And if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Let me know you're here. Let me know how you enjoy this. We are painting an adorable little bunny tonight. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Hopefully, you're having a good night. And so, hopefully, everyone is having a good night. Or a good day, I should say. It is daytime. It's not quite nighttime yet. Although it's been so dark and dreary, you wouldn't know that here, that it's not nighttime because it's too dark. I'm going to push me out a few places. If you sprinkle the love, I would appreciate that. Let's see. Where am I going to? Where's my groups? There we go. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Right there. There it is. Anyway, how are you, Cindy? Tell me how you doing. Since you seem to be the only one talking. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. And I am so glad y'all are here with me today. I wanted to go live yesterday, but then I had other things come up that just kind of prevented me from going live. And so I'm here with y'all today. I was a little concerned earlier that I might not even be live today, but it all worked out. So I'm here. And we're doing, because Easter is so early this year, we're doing a little bunny. Doing good. What did you say? The weather has been in the 70s. Yay. A year ago, it was raining, sleeting, and snowing. Your Facebook memories. I know sometimes I love the Facebook memories sometimes because it's like, especially if you took a picture of outside or something like that. And then you're like, I know what it was doing. I know the weather. I kind of like that. Or like if you cook something that you don't normally cook, like, and you just posted like this was my dinner or something, not necessarily picture your food, but like the recipe or something, then you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was so good. Or let's not repeat that one. Could go either way. Could be a good reminder of what not to do, as well as what to do. Hey, Brenda, my friend, how are you? So we're doing a cute little bunny tonight. I'm going to turn down in just a minute so y'all can see all of this goodness going on. I'm just getting a little bit of a background in. Just a little bit. Just a wee little bit. Just want something cute and springy. I don't know about y'all, but I am ready for spring. I'm ready for the warmer temperatures. We have, I'm actually wearing my Hello Fall sweatshirt because it's been chilly and I just can't seem to get myself going here. And it's just been like freezing today, even though it's not really freezing temperature wise, it's just been really chilly. So I'm like, I don't know. I've just been chilled today. So I grabbed the first sweatshirt I could find. Actually, I wore it for a little bit yesterday too. And last night, I just was like, this morning it was still dreary and chilly and cold. Bugs come out then. Yeah. I don't want the bugs, but I am ready for a little bit of warmer springtime weather. How is Florida, Brenda? How is being down in Florida? I just am using some pink and some white, and I'm just getting a little bit of a background in here. I kind of traced on this little bunny. Um, so y'all tell me what y'all are up to. Y'all talk to me. I'm gonna start calling these like chit chat because maybe that will encourage more talkers. Talk and paint. The talk and paint hour. That's like TP. That's TMP. I don't know about that. And then the other one is like paint and talk. I guess we could do that. That's like PT. That's like working out. So you could feel good if you had your PT working out. You've been making journal covers. I saw a few of yours. They're beautiful. I want to make one. I have never made, well, I did make one journal, but I altered a book. So kind of like altered trading cards, like we do with ATC. You just take a book and you alter the book. And that was a lot of fun. Actually, I still have the book. I have not given it to Zoe because I have not finished it. My plan was to give it to her, and I never got around to finishing it. But I really would like to make. I had someone come and give some training on making one, my friend Teresa, and I really want to make one. I need to go back and revisit that and make a journal from start to finish. Thank you for tagging folks. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I don't know what your weather in Kentucky is like, but it's been really dreary here. I guess it's that El Nino or Nina or whatever it is that I always get confused which one is what. One brings moisture, one brings kind of a drought. And I always get confused as to which one does which. So I know we're in one of those right now, and I think it's obviously the one that's bringing the moisture, because it seems like every other day is just gloomy and dreary and not very pretty. I'm just going to darken the edges a little bit. That's all I'm doing here. Just darkening the edges. I just used a simple little flat brush. Actually, relatively small, all things considered, for this background. But we're going to do this cute little bunny. We're going to put some flowers and stuff around him. I pulled some spring colors. I love this pink. It's kind of a very bright pink, but I don't know. I love the color of it. So we're going with that. Need a little bright on today. I was saying Easter's coming kind of early this year. It's going to be like March 31st. It's the end of March. So we're going to have St. Patty's Day and Easter, boom, boom, this year. I guess technically it could come earlier than what it is. It just feels like it's so early. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom. So I guess Mardi Gras is coming up sometime real soon, I reckon. I don't know what the date is. Where we are, I mean, will people party for anything? Yes. And so there probably will be some Mardi Gras festivities, but it's nothing here like, down in the South. Pink is your favorite color? It's one of mine too. It's one of mine also. I like it. And so but you'll have to tell me, do you celebrate Mardi Gras? Do you do anything special for it other than just be like, it's Mardi Gras? We don't have anything special that we do for Mardi Gras. It's, might make some jambalaya, but beyond that, I love jambalaya. I had some this weekend. It was so good. My mom made some for our church's winter party. We had our winter party on Saturday, which is kind of perfect. And they bring a bunch of, we call it our winter party, but really it should just be called cozy meal or something. I don't know, like stick to the bone, because we bring stews and crock pots full of like yummy stuff and beef stews and soups and all kind of stuff for the winter party. And it's so good always. You wouldn't even know what it was if it wasn't for Facebook. Yeah, I know. I probably wouldn't know either. I don't keep up with it because it's just not something that's really celebrated here. I mean, some of the gift shops, well, we don't have many gift shops anymore. COVID kind of took all of our like mom and pop gift shops and just wiped them out because they couldn't survive. We have maybe a couple, but they're the ones that are like super, super duper expensive. And like, I don't want to say, some of the richer people, but some of the richer people like to shop there. So it's a little too steep for my pocketbook. Some of their stuff. So a little too steep. I'm gonna put down some browns, just some different color browns. We're gonna incorporate just a little bit of white with some of these, just to lighten a little bit. Me. So I'm gonna be doing a course coming up with some other ladies, some other creatives. What would y'all like for me to do in that? More will be coming out about that, but what would you like to see in that for me to create? Oh, me. So we're going to do this cute little bunny here. So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me you're here. Can y'all see that? Or is it truly like, it looks like it's blurry to me. Is it blurry to y'all? I think that's blurry. Hold on. It looks blurry. Let's see. That's better. I was thinking the same thing. All of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, that looks fuzzy. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Hey, Judy. Nice to see you too. I'm glad y'all told me that it was blurry. Y'all like, no one was saying anything. And I look up, I'm like, that looks blurry. I don't know if my camera just all of a sudden went blurry or it had been blurry the whole time. Hopefully not too bad. But all I did was paint the background. So that's not that big a deal, right? We all got that. We all have that. I'm just going to put some light areas on my bunny. You working on another cover? Yeah. Just go get some light areas in here in our bunny. I made my life easier and just already drew out my bunny. Oh, okay. Now in Florida, what you just have your cat and your dog there, or do you have other animals that are in Florida? How is Lucky doing? I know you said before you left you were later leaving than you wanted to because he had the surgery. It's going to be spring. That's what the theme is going to be, is spring. It's the theme is spring. So it's pretty, because there's so many, well, there's going to be 8, and because, you know, everybody kind of does a little something, some of the same, but some different. You just had the cat and the dog there. That's what I thought. That was all you took there. Good. I'm glad to hear he's doing well. Nothing like it when the fur babies are not feeling good. It's not a good thing, is it? Very upsetting. Very upsetting. But I'm glad he's doing good. But yeah, the theme is spring. It will come out in March. And I'm super excited about it. He's doing much better. He's behaving. He's just spoiled. He is something. I tell you what. He keeps me hopping though. I'll have to say he keeps me on my toes. He don't let me get by with, I mean, he gets by with all kind of things, and I have to stay on my toes to make sure he's behaving himself, because he can be quite the little thing. He knows that he is like the baby and he can get by with a lot. And trust me when I say he gets by with a lot. Trust me when I say that. So he has this little game that he made this game up. This is totally his game. He loves to play with a ball, and he actually has made up 2 games, and they go hand in hand. So he can play with his ball like a soccer ball, where he'll just take his feet and he'll bat it between his feet, and he can run the ball all across the floor, and he will bat it to me, and I'll kick it back to him, and then he'll kick it to me, and I'll kick it back to him. And it's our little game we play. We play all the time. And so um it's super sweet. Anyway, he came up with that game, and we play soccer almost, well, not almost. We play soccer every night before bedtime, at least, if not multiple times throughout the day. Do a gazebo with climbing flowers. Oh, that would be pretty. That really would be. And then his other game is, when I'm like not standing up in the kitchen area and I'm like working or trying to get work done, I will say he hides his ball. And then it's like hide and seek, like eggs, you hide the eggs and then you have to find the eggs like at Easter time, except for he hides his ball and then I have to find it. And it's almost like as if he does the hot and cold, because he doesn't just tell me where it's at. He'll bark to be like, I've hidden my ball. And then I almost have to like do the whole hot and cold for him. And I can tell you, he can get creative. He can get creative. I had gotten some wine for a fundraising event that for the Odd Fellows. And you know how if you buy multiple bottles, you can get the little bags that have the individual slots for the bottles to go in. And so I had gotten that, and it was sitting by the table that is in the floor, but by the side of the table that is in my kitchen, kind of over in a corner. Because I didn't have room for all of that in my cabinet, and it was going to be going to the thing anyway. And so I had it sitting there, and he's barking and throwing a fit one day, and I'm looking to try to find the ball. I'm like looking all up underneath the table. I'm moving all the chairs. There's no ball to be found. I'm looking everywhere. Well, his ball, yeah, was up in, because it was only like 4 bottles and there was 2 holes that were empty, but it didn't look like there was anything in them because they looked like they were all caved in. Yeah, he done put his ball up in one of those bag holes, the holes in the bag. It was sitting up in one of those. I'm like, really right now? Sure enough, that's where his ball was. So we're just going to paint in this little bunny. He's going to be a little tan bunny. Yeah, I have. That would be good too. I have done them before. I did that on like a live. We did a palette knife drawing, or a palette knife painting with Easter lilies. And then I also did the Easter lily glass art. And so that would be fun. That would also be cool. But yeah, but I finally found his little hiding spot. He was pretty proud of himself on that one. You could just see it in his eyes how proud he was of himself. The fact that I had to search that hard, it was like, you could see he was like, "Win." That's a win. I'm like, "You little brat." I wanna lighten this nose just a little. I'm gonna darken a part of that back up a little bit, but I had this part a little too light. It's a little too dark. Hey, Georgia, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. But, we were talking about how Kai keeps me on my toes sometimes with this hiding his ball everywhere. His games he makes up. He definitely gets a lot of attention. A lot of attention. Definitely does. Oh, he's looking so cute. I'm gonna start to come in with a little bit of a darker color now. I'm gonna use that what I had in my brush, and then I'm working a little bit of that tan color in with a little bit of burnt umber. So I'm gonna go a little bit darker. But I don't know. And I was asking, what would you like to see me paint far as a collaboration I have coming up? It's a course collaboration that I have coming up. I'm so excited about it. Um, what would you like to see? What should I paint? The theme is spring. So it literally could be anything. That was done on purpose so that because each of the instructors, there's going to be 8 total. Each of the instructors have we all do different stuff. And so, well, some do the same, but it's different. Because even if everyone paints, no one paints the same way, no one paints the same thing. Like, and even if it was the same thing, it's not going to be painted the same way. Y'all know that. Oh, thank you, Georgia. Cindy's like, she knows what I want her to paint. A puppy. Paint a puppy. We're going to paint a puppy. Cindy, you're never going to live that down. But I think you're okay with that. You're like, I'm okay with it. Now we're going to live it down. So I'm using like 5 different colors: a dark brown, a medium brown, a light brown, and a white for these. Yeah, you never gonna live that down, so you might as well just not even try. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just having fun. What do you think we should put like with this bunny? Because he needs something. He, she, I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know he or she yet. I've yet to determine that. But what do you think that the bunny needs? What do you think we should add to this bunny? See if y'all have any ideas on what we should add to this bunny. Flowers and or a hat. Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea of flowers or a hat. I gotta fix this leg here. Something about this leg is not making me happy. I don't know. Something like that. Because they got those big legs. So it kind of sticks out there a little bit. That looks that looks a little more right. Like what would be something like that, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. I'm gonna grab some white and lighten it a little bit. I like the idea of flowers or a hat. That does bring spring into it, doesn't it? Makes you think it's getting to be springtime. I can't believe this week is the last week of January. Like to what? Thursday. Not tomorrow, but Thursday is the 1st of February. Tomorrow is the last day of January. And it's like, holy Toledo Batman. Like, where did it go? Wasn't it just January 1st yesterday? Like, seriously. I'm like, what happened? I can't keep track of time here lately when it comes to the days in the month. It's like, holy cow, they go by so fast. Okay, so we got our bunny kind of in there. I'm going to darken a little bit down towards this ear here, just a little bit, just to give a little recess in there. And this one too. And then we'll add a little bit of light in there too. Daffodils. That would be pretty with the pink. That would be really pretty, wouldn't it? I like that idea. I gotta stop and think, what does a daffodil look like? get it in my mind's eye, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, especially when you're live and you're like, daffodil. What does a daffodil look like? And you're like, of course I know what a daffodil looks like, but like I'm on the spot. I'm on the spot. So, but I'm thinking maybe that would be pretty. I know it does not. I had to do that in December and I was thinking the same thing. Like, didn't I just do this? Although now it's just because I got that app and the things on the app, it just like automatically does it. Like I thought I was like, because like my date's like December 18th. And I literally had to get one thing, and it was like, or I was going to plan on going there to get one thing. I wanted to go get a gift card because, they have like the deals, right? You get like a little extra. And so, and then I was like, oh, dang, I'm going to have to buy my membership because my membership is, needs to be renewed. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to go there. I'll go, somewhere else and get this because I'll let Ted buy the membership, right? I'll let him pay for that. Anyway, then I come to find out, like, I get my gift card somewhere else. And anyway, didn't get the good deal that Sam's had on them. And then come to find out, it just automatically renewed and it renewed on my card. And I'm like, really? I only did not buy it, but then I went and bought the gift cards at a higher price. I'm like, that was brilliant, Amanda. Just pure brilliance right there on your part. So I really saved a lot there. I'm like, I really saved a lot there. But I just felt like a bunny was needed right now. It's so dreary. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for it. Warmer temperatures. Like, and I know it's like, well, winter hasn't been that long getting started. It literally does not matter. I don't like winter. If I could afford it, I'd be like Brenda and snowbirding it to Florida. But housing down there has boomed. But no different than housing up here. Our housing here in Charlottesville has gone crazy. I mean, literally gone crazy. There's this house. Now, it's not selling for this because of the house. It's selling for this because of the potential for the land. But guys, when I tell you this, y'all are going to be like so shocked. So I live in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's not a big city by any means. The only reason it's as big as it is because we have the University of Virginia. That's the only reason that it is anywhere near the size that it is. It's not a big city. It's not, we don't have like a whole bunch of people. We do have a lot though. For the size of the city, we have a lot. Housing is going up everywhere, and the housing is ridiculously expensive. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you, Kelly? Sorry, I looked at your last name. Hey, Kelly. I haven't done that in a while. Anyway, there's this house, and it's not too far from where my mom and dad live, and my sister. I mean, when I say not too far, like you could walk from their house to it, and it's not a long walk. It's just down the street. Like literally, not it's not on their same street, but it's just like down the street, turn, walk down the street, and you're at that house. It's nowhere from them. And it's 800 and some square foot. So it's tiny. It's not, not a big house. It has, I think, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 800 and some square foot house. So not, nothing big, nothing fancy. It's old, probably built in the, if I had to guess, and I am totally guessing, so I ain't I have to guess, I am guessing. Yeah, that's what we're doing is little Peter. We had named him, but might as well just go ahead and give him that name. Anyway, that house is selling. It's on the market. It's probably already been sold, to be quite honest with you. It's probably sold. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. $500,000 for that house. That's the price that they are selling that house for. Now, it's truly not for the house. It's solely for the land, because where that is, it's zoned for the potential of multiple housing. So somebody will come in there and tear it down and build like a 3-unit deal there. And so that's why it's expensive like that. But still, like, that is too expensive. Like, too expensive. And so, crazy, ridiculous pricing. So, my neighbor's house beside me is a good sized house. It has a full basement, has 3 large bedrooms, has 2 bathrooms, a big kitchen, big living room, big all of the stuff, right? It's probably close to a 2,800, 32,000 square foot house. And that was like 5, or no, I think that sold for like 6 something. And it's like, you could put that house in their house like 3 times, 4 times. Crazy. The expense is just gone nuts. But like I said, part of that is for the other potential, but then the other part is the fact that it is in the city. But it's just, housing has gone crazy here. What y'all think? Yeah, the 3-bedroom on 4 acres you were living in sold for $550. Yeah, exactly. But that's, that's expensive. Don't get me wrong, but it's 3 bedrooms. It's on 4 acres of land. It's, it's good size. It's not teeny tiny. It's not, this is 800, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. But like I said, it's not necessarily the the house, because the house they'll tear down. They'll tear the house down to build what they want to build in its place. And so that's what they will do. Thank you, Kelly. So hey Dee, how you feeling? I didn't know you were sick, I don't think. Unless you told me last time we were on, and my brain is not working, y'all guys. It literally is not working here lately. Oh, good. I'm glad. Glad to hear that. You're doing much better. And so what do we want to put with this bunny? Georgia said to put some daffodils. Do we like the idea of daffodils with this bunny? Or do we want something else? Sure, for the daffodils? Okay. What y'all think? I liking him? I think he's looking cute. Daffodils are pretty. I have to think about what they look like in my mind's eye. Get that picture in my mind's eye of what they look like. Yes, I'm glad to hear you're much better. Being sick sucks. Mm. I'm just using a little black just on the edge, and I'm not totally outlining him, but I'm just kind of further defining his characters. And it didn't work. Yeah, I'm not surprised. We'll figure it out. I'll let y'all guide me as I'm doing them. I look up and I paint a lot from just like looking at the camera, like looking at the picture from the camera instead of like just looking down on it. Cause some I see things from that I don't see looking down on it painting. Cause it's like I can look at it from a distance. And so if y'all are like struggling with something that you're painting, take a picture of it and look at it from a distance and you can push out, it'll bring forward things. The small version of a lily, only yellow. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I think that'd be pretty color with this. I have to see. I don't have a bright yellow. I'll have to grab one. I don't have one over here in my. It was the only color I didn't grab. It was the only color I did not grab. So there you go. Matte. Okay. I think the rabbit is pretty much done. We've got to put on his little but I think we're done with the rabbit. Like we'll put a few of these on. We want to keep them super thin if we can, as thin as we can keep them. You could always use a pen, you just want to make sure it's an archival pen. You want to make sure it's not a Sharpie if you're going to put resin on it, because if you're going to put resin on it, you do not want to use a Sharpie, as it will cause the Sharpie to bleed. So you don't want that. Just a few. Thank you, Dee. I was saying I'm going to be doing a collaborative course that is geared to spring. What would y'all like to see in that? I gotta turn it. I'm gonna be one of 8 that's in the course, and we're gonna, the theme is spring, and so just go put a little shine in this little rabbit's eye here. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be drastic. A resin piece with rain and flowers. Oh, that sounds pretty. Actually, I have an idea of that. Something sparked a little bit of a, yes, archival. Yes, archival. And so you will notice that, let me see, where are mine? I have a set. You know the pens you get from like Hobby Lobby or the pens you get from Michael's? They're different brands, but let me see if I can find mine. But on it, it will have like a little symbol and it says archival, and that means that it's not like a Sharpie. And so it, you know, it's not like a Sharpie, so you don't have to worry about the you don't have to worry about it running. So you want that when you're using resin, you want it to say it's archival, because then it's not going to run with the tulips are springy. They are. I love tulips. And so, yeah, it's a collaborative course. There's going to be 8 of us. The theme is spring. More information will be coming out soon about it. Give our little rabbit some eyelashes, because I think rabbits have eyelashes. They may not, but I like my rabbits to have eyelashes. I like my rabbits to have eyelashes because it's just, they're too cute with them, right? Yeah. Okay, let's put in some flowers. Now we've done all of that hard work, I've got some different greens out here. I just need to go grab some yellows if we're going to put those yellow daffodils. And I think the yellow daffodils would be perfect. Don't y'all? I kind of think that would be perfect. And so I do kind of think it would be perfect. But hey, Teresa, how are you, my friend? I think so too. And I think with the pink background too, it would be really pretty. But right now we're going to work on just getting some greenery in here. And then I'll go grab some. Ooh, I don't want that. Thank you for sprinkling the love. And then we'll have our little Peter Cottontail all painted. Not too bad. We got him done in an hour. We'll get a few little flowers in here. We don't want to mess. We want to take our time with them. We don't want to mess them up. But let me go. Oh, that's not good. Got the cleaning bug. Ooh. Since you got the cleaning bug, you want to bring that cleaning bug over here to me? I need a cleaning bug. That's one bug I wouldn't mind having in my house. All the other bugs, no, thank you. I don't want a bug in my house, but I will take a cleaning bug. I will take the cleaning bug. Let's see. I need a bright yellow. A bright yellow. This is a, well, That's not going to be bright enough. This yellow is A-okay, but it's not bright enough. I need a bright yellow. Let's see. A bright yellow. That one might work. Let's see. Do I have anything else? All right, let's go with this too. I think they'll go good together. And we got like 3 greens. I'll use some white in there too. And then I got these 2 yellows right here. One a little brighter than the other. And so I need that cleanup bug. Just so you know, you could bring it on down here. I need the help. I tell you what, I can get behind in some stuff sometimes. And it's hard to catch up. Very hard. All right, I'm going to just put two browns. I'm going to put 2 greens on my paintbrush at the same time. And we're going to just put in a couple of little, like, we might have one going like that, maybe. And maybe he's sniffing the daffodils. You know? He's going to be like, we'll start with 3 and we'll see how we like them. And then if we want to add, you know, a couple like little, like maybe in the background there. Just a little squiggly. These are nothing hard. We're just gonna do little squigglies, right, to give them their little bit of foliage there. I'm gonna pick up a little lighter. We're just going to tip that over a little bit. We can come back and touch up anything that we need to. But we're just going to make it up. That's what we do. We make it up. Just get a couple of colors, do a couple little squigglies, and that's all you have to do. They go together. I think so. I think they go together. And now for the daffodil, what we want to do, if memory is serving me right, that's a big if. Kind of got that thing in the center, you know. So we're putting that in. And we're going to have to work with it just a little bit to get the right And then I want to do, ooh, we will have to come in with some other color in there to get that like looking like a daffodil. But we've got basically the body of a daffodil. We just need to come in with a little darker and do a little separation. That bright, this brighter yellow is a mighty thin yellow. Maybe I need to shake it up a little more. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Because it's a little on the thinnish side. And it really wanted to wreak havoc with my daffodil there. So let's try again. We're going to come in here. And we want to make our little centerpiece. Again, we're going to have to come in with a little darker color. That's okay. We can do that. There we go. Yeah, we can use a little orange or a little darker color in there. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? I'm waiting. Yep, or a little white. We just need another little color to separate out our petals. And to show that there's a recess in here. And so we can make that happen. I want this to kind of dry a little bit so it will sit on top and it won't necessarily mix too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my others in here real quick while I'm kind of like letting that hang out a little bit. And again, I have to remember like my placement, right? And so the angles and what you would see and what you wouldn't see as we are working this out. And so like this one might have been one that, I don't know, they folded down on a little bit. This one is kind of maybe past its prime a little bit and is bending down. But, flowers are in all states. State like, maybe it's a bud, maybe it's a prime bloom, maybe it's a little past prime bloom. Yes, they are. Yeah, he's gonna nibble on that one. Exactly. He got caught. He got caught up in the flower bed. Like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. And this one is going to be like pointing away from us. So we're only going to see a little bit. Because there's this one coming in here. Might not even see anything at all. And because I don't like 5 of anything, we're going to put another one in here somewhere. We're going to put another one in here somewhere because 4 is not good. I could have done 3 or I could have done 5. I don't like even. I guess I should say not that I don't like 5. So we need a 5th one. So should it be in the center here or should it be like back over here? That's a good question. while we're figuring that out, I'm gonna go back and touch up on my daffodils a little bit and bring them to life a little bit back. That's what I was sort of thinking. That is sort of what I was thinking. So we'll do that. We'll put it in the back. See, and already that daffodil is looking a whole lot better. Because I don't have any orange over here. I'm just going to grab just a little bit of red and make my own kind of, and I want it to be more yellow than orange. So just barely. Just barely any in there. So what y'all got going on this week? I don't know. Can you see it now? I gotta move my mouse. My mouse is sitting right on top of it. It's looking a lot better now. Now that we did that, it's looking a lot better. Just a little bit of white popped up on these petals make all the difference. And then a little bit of red with that yellow. For just a little darker. That allows that separation. What y'all having for dinner tonight? I need to finish cleaning out my flower beds and do some more tree trimming. Brenda, you work all the time. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Kimberly is going to be with me in that collaborative I was talking about. She's one of the 8 instructors too. I'm so excited. And so I'm looking so forward to it. I was asking them what they want me to do. What would they like to see me do? Chicken and rice. Yay. Dang, Brenda, rotisserie chicken, hash brown casserole, and cottage cheese with pineapple. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Oh, Elizabeth, you're a girl after my own heart. Thank you, Georgia. They are kind of easy. You just kind of make like a little trumpet like looking thing, bigger on one end, smaller on the other. and then you just pull off petals from it, kinda going, and just like the simple petals, not hard petals, but just, like the ones we used to do when you were in school, like that. Like, of course, it's bigger or whatever, but, it's like can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Maybe not. But that's kinda like the shape. Just those old, like, little petals, like, Cindy, I already had 2 meals today, so not girl, 2 meals today, and then you gonna quit at 2 meals? Were they big meals? If they were big meals, I get it, because sometimes I do that on Sunday. Like, I'll have a Sunday, I go to church, and before church, I meet mom and dad usually, sometimes my sister too. It just depends upon if she's working or not. Sometimes she is, sometimes, she's off every other um every other weekend. So sometimes she's working, sometimes she's not. Um and we go and we have breakfast before church, and then we go to church. And usually breakfast is, we eat at a little like mom and pop place. Really, it's called Doodles. It's good. Anyway, she has good food. Um, and so, but it's kind of a big breakfast, more than my normal breakfast, because it's like pancakes, and they have really good pancakes. I love the pancakes. Um, and that's not something I normally eat except for on Sundays. Um, so then it's like, I'm good until sometimes I'm good the whole time, and I don't even do much dinner, but like, maybe like a little sandwich or something like that. And then sometimes we've got other plans, and then it's a dinner, with the family or something. But there we go. There's the daffodils. Now you can see them a little bit closer up. You can see the detail in the little daffodils. And all it is just you just make it up. You just make it up. And so you don't have to be fretful about it. Just make it up. Put a little lighter green up on the petals just to create just some more interest. Because we're this far into it, might as well just go the extra mile and have like something really cool, right? Thank you. Well, Brenda inspired this because she's like, you should do an animal series. Oh, what did you say, animal or wildlife? I don't remember, but you said that last time. So I was like, maybe we'll do a little rabbit. It's coming up Easter. And y'all know with me, sometimes the holiday gets here before I can paint the thing for the holiday. So I'm like, we're going to do Easter tonight and get Easter out the door. Hey, Kelly, how are you? We're going to get Easter out the door. So we're going to put another one in here that is because we need 5. Oh, thank you. Hey, Lori, how are you? Good to see you. We're gonna put another little daffodil in here because we need 5. I don't know what I was thinking when I did 4. I'm like, 4 is not a number you do. If you want to do 4 on your painting, you can do 4 on your painting. When I say it's not something you do, it's something that I should say it's not something I do. But I done totally done it because clearly I did it. I'm just going to connect here and I'm going to go up a little ways like right there and I'm going to have it right there. And it's just going to be like hanging out here in this background. Here's its little, there is that part. And this one's not going to go up quite as high. It's going to end like right there. We're just going to make it up. That's the beauty of paint. You just make it up. Thank you, thank you, Lori. I almost said Jules. Thank you, Jules. And then it was like stuck in my brain. And it's like it got stuck in my brain and I couldn't think past like the Jules. I had to like hard reset my brain there for a minute to say the right name. That's why I like paused because I had to do a little hard reset. Like, because Jules was gonna come out. Yeah, it is a good name, but it's not your name. No, I mean, it is your business name. So, girl, I can be crazy. This one's going to point towards us because we don't have one that is pointing towards us. And so we're going to do like, it's going to be like coming forward. So we won't necessarily see much of that like little trumpet. We might see a little bit on one end, but not much. So we're not going to worry too much about that. And then we're just going to make up the rest. So we've got like this leaf. And then because it's going to be looking at us, we're going to see pretty much all of the leaves. I don't want to get over into, it's your maiden name. Okay. Well, there you go. So then it's okay if somebody calls you by that. Because it would be like me being like, Door, you're out. I say that sometimes. Especially at work, if it's something I don't want to do. It's like, Door, you're out. I'm out. Not doing it. I'm good at saying that. Jewel is your mother-in-law's name. Okay. So it's a good name. Hopefully you like your mother-in-law. There's that. Sometimes. We're going to darken down in there with a little bit of that red and yellow just because we want to create that like tunnel, right? Because it's a little tunnel in there. We're going to give it a little dot, dot, dot interest because, you know, it's got all that goodness down in there. Everyone likes their mother-in-law. Exactly. Of course. I liked mine. She was a good person. She passed away a few years ago, but she was a good person. 2018, she passed away. So yeah, 2018. Had to stop and think for a minute there. She passed away in like July, the end of July, like because her funeral was the first part of August. And she passed away at the end of July 2018. And so, unfortunately, she had like COPD, but she was 89. Is that right? I don't think she had turned. She might have been 90. She might have been 90. She might have been 90. I have to go look. Or it was either she was born in September. It was either the year she would have turned 90 on her birthday or she would have turned 91. I have to go look because I don't right off remember what year she was born. I have to ask my hubby. I think she was born in 18, so she would not have been quite 90. Your mother-in-law is a tough bird. That's good. It's a good thing to be a tough bird. That's okay. That is a good thing. There we go. Now we have 5. And so that one's like pointing towards us. So you can see a lot more of it, and you can um see that the sun is like really kind of like hitting that really cool. But there's my bunny. You have a good one. You have a great night, Lori. I'll talk to you soon. And I think we are done. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you loving it. Now I don't know. Y'all tell me, but something just is telling me it needs a little something something more at the bottom. Because it's like there's not, I don't know. There's not enough. It's too like, come on. Give me paint. I need paint. You can't do this to me and just be like, I ain't coming off this brush. I'm stuck. I'm just thinking if we had like a little more grass, I would like it even better. But my brush wants to be a little bit of a bear with me tonight and the paint not come off of it. Maybe eggs and carrots. It is an Easter bunny, I think, but I don't know if I want the eggs and carrots. I think I just like the little grasses because we'll do one with eggs and carrots that's more whimsical. How about that? We'll do a very whimsical bunny. Oh, Elaine, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you were watching. The daffodils are kind of floating. They are, and I'm very much about like don't let your stuff float. And so we're gonna work in some grasses in here. And they're floating and the bunny's going down below them. So, there is that. Probably should have started them off of the page a little bit more, or off of the canvas. It's not page, it's canvas. But because they are kind of floating there. Georgia's like, calling me out. Is G McCarr here? I haven't seen her, but she would be calling me out too because I have called her out a few times on that. She showed me something and I'm like, but that's floating. You need to put something in there because you're floating that. She would be like, why is that floating? And she'd have every right to be asking me that question. But we're fixing it. But see, just how something so simple as that, you're not critical, Georgia, but it is something that like is a thing. And we don't, sometimes we get caught up in what we're doing that we don't think about that. And it truly is a thing that makes a difference. And you're going to see the difference it's going to make in this bunny. Y'all saw it before. It was cute. Nothing against the bunny. The bunny's okay. But when you float things kind of like over here on this side, and then all of a sudden you ground things, it's, oh no, Brenda. Well, I'm so glad we're gonna get back on track, guys. I've had a little issue myself, and so just in overwhelm. But I have been so inspired lately, and you know, Christmas sometimes just, it's not Christmas, it's not anything. It's just I'm so busy at Christmas time, it just overwhelms me. And I've been overwhelmed for a while now, and I need to stop saying I'm overwhelmed. And that's the whole purpose of what we did earlier this month, was like, those words are not going to be coming out of my mouth. Like, but anyway, what I was saying about grounding, it's one of those things that it's nothing against your painting. It's nothing against what you paint. It's the fact that it looks kind of odd because there's this floating issue you got going on, and you really need to ground it. And so just like this issue with this one here, and Georgia kind of like was like, wait a minute, that thing is, they floating. And that's a good thing. Not critical. It's a good thing. It's really a good eye to point that out. Because it's easy to get caught up and not do it. And add a puppy to the mess. Exactly. That takes up all your time. I don't know about that. Lordy. How is the puppy doing, though? Is the puppy doing good? I meant to ask you that, too. Yeah, you can tell the big difference between this side and that side. And as we come across and we add these little grasses in all the way across, it's going to make a difference in the whole thing. All right, Georgia, your dogs are begging for dinner. Okay, you have a good one. And so housebreaking, yeah. Sometimes that can be hard. Kai did pretty good, but his thing is he would tell you and he'd give you all of like 1 second. He learned early to tell you, but he didn't learn early, at that same time to, like, give you a little heads up. So, he finally, like, learned, like, "Wait a minute," you know, but we had a couple of those instances where he told us, but just not enough time for us to get to the door and get him, out and coat on, because of course we got him in winter like you did, and you got to get the coat on, take him outside, and that was a little bit of a hill we had to climb. Yeah, sometimes I think so. I think it depends. I don't know, but my until my mom and my sister got Jack Russells, like we didn't have small dogs. And so I don't have a whole lot of experience with small dogs. Growing up, my mom raised I had well, as a kid, well, as a baby really at 2 years old, um, I had a collie, a rough coat collie like Lassie. His name was Lassie. I named him Lassie. Um, I didn't know Lassie was a girl. I didn't know. I was 2. And so I had no idea. I had no idea that Lassie meant girl. And so, but anyway, his name was Lassie. And then we had Samoyeds. My mom raised them. She showed them, raised them. Um, and then when I got married and moved here, um, my first dog here was a chocolate lab. His name was Hunter. And then came Dakota, and then came Cody, and then came Oscar, and all of them. Cody was the smallest. Was even though he's same breeder as not obviously not the same father mother, but same breeder as I got Kai from. Kai's bigger than Cody was. He wasn't little, but he was smaller. He was smaller than Kai is. And Oscar had Bernie's mountain dog in him, so he was a good sized little boy. And so aw, yeah, I know Falcor, like the never ending story. Yeah. He was rough coat too. He looked exactly like Lassie on TV. That's how he got his name. That's why I named him that. I was 2 when my mom and dad got him for me. Well, I say got, I mean, they got it for them too. He wasn't just mine. There we go. Mine lived for 16 years. Mine lived for 16. He was 18 when, like icing on the cake, right? Exactly. It just kind of like grounded everything. The daffodils no longer look like they're floating. And it just grounded everything and gave it like a, right, it pulled it together. But I think it's done. I don't think anything else. I don't think I need anything else. Do y'all see anything else? Speak up. Speak up or forever hold your peace. Be like, speak up or forever hold your peace. Oh, a slight pink on the nose. Oh, that's a good idea. Good call. Just a slight pink on the nose. Just a slight pink on the nose. I like that. I want to make a little darker right there. Just this transition from just want to darken this area right here a little bit, but I want it to blend in. I don't want it to be like so stick outy. So I just got a little bit more of my other color and just kind of running over top of it just to kind of get it to blend in there a little bit more. But I wanted to show that transition between where his hat hid and then his nose starts to go out. And so there we go. But I think he's done now. I'm pretty happy with him right now. What do y'all think? Anything else that you see that he might need? Okay, I think he's done that. And I've been on for a while, huh? But it's good to see y'all. And there he is. What's his name gonna be? Peter? Is that his name? So we got our little bandit, and now we got our little Peter. We'll have to come up with another one for the next holiday. I don't know what that'll be, but anyway, we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Love being here with y'all. I will be live on Thursday. I think it's at is it 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock? I'll post it, but I'll be live. We'll be with the ATC. We'll be doing a little. I have my friend Michelle Adamas live with me, and we're going to be doing some ATC cards. So y'all come out, hang out with me. But I just love my bunny. I hope y'all love him too. And I will see y'all on Thursday. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Bye.